Hello, welcome to Pardon the Interruption. I'm your host, Tay Miller, with my co-stars... Josh, and... Kobe. Today we are discussing who would rank higher all time, Russell Westbrook or Kyrie Irving. What's your take?
I'm going to have to go with Kyrie Irving. I mean, Kyrie Irving has a ring. Russell Westbrook does not. Russell Westbrook, prime Westbrook was good, but prime Kyrie was just so much better. Kyrie had LeBron with him. LeBron did not carry Kyrie. Kyrie held his own. When Kyrie won his ring, Kyrie played well. I don't think LeBron should have gotten the MVP in that one. Kyrie should have been the MVP of that finals. Kyrie was a solid player. His handles are rivaled by no one. His shooting is incredible, and he can take over a floor in seconds.
All right, what's your take on this?
I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook. Kyrie absolutely got carried by LeBron in that finals. There's a reason LeBron ended with the MVP. Kyrie cannot consistently stay on a team because of his attitude, so his talent then gets in jeopardy because of said attitude. And meanwhile, Russell Westbrook in the Thunder was a top 5 player in the league without question during his prime.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to say I pick Westbrook. Irving does have a ring, but LeBron put up better statistics in the finals than him, and LeBron kind of carried those teams. He was also the main leader on that one. When Kyrie's the main leader of a team, that team does not do good success. Now, you could argue that Durant helped Westbrook, but you could also, Westbrook won. But Westbrook just puts up better statistics than him, and he was also in the Rockets. He got to the second round, but that didn't help. That second round, which is not great. Like Irving, this year it showed that Irving, he just can't be the leader of a team because he had to go from Boston to the Nets. I think that just shows he's not the leader of a team. I think Westbrook just puts up better stats and he's just a better leader and stuff. Okay.
So, Kyrie's attitude is questionable sometimes. He makes some very rash decisions. But we're not talking about his decision-making, his personality. We're talking about who's better all time. I think if you put Russell Westbrook, prime Russell Westbrook against a prime Kyrie Irving would win easily. Russell Westbrook can't guard Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, no one can guard Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's handles are matched by no one, maybe except Allen Iverson. But Kyrie Irving, he has a ring. He's better than Russell Westbrook, and his shooting is. Russell Westbrook cannot keep up with his shooting.
I retort 3 letters. MVP. There's a reason Russ has an MVP in his trophy case and Kyrie Irving does not. Russ is simply a better shooter and a better ball handler. And how many triple-doubles does Russell Westbrook have?
A few more than Kyrie.
A few more? Okay, that's an understatement. MVP Russell Westbrook is better.
Okay, just very good takes from them. I think we'll take Russell Westbrook. And I feel like when you said because Kyrie has a ring, I feel like you're kind of saying that. What if Irving, what in a hypothetical sense, Irving never has this ring? Okay, that's our first one. Now we're transitioning to our next topic. Should hockey fights be legal?
Yes, hockey fights should be legal. Hockey fights have always been legal. They have always been part of the game. Personally, I am not a big hockey fan, but when I watch hockey, I look forward to the fights. That is what makes me watch hockey. When I watch hockey, I don't care about the scoring. I don't care about the defense. I look forward to the fights. The fights are the action of the game. It's really what brings the game together, and it keeps the spectators and fans on their feet. It keeps everyone. It's the entertainment of a hockey game.
Hockey is not a UFC fight. It's not a combat sport. You win the game by scoring goals. You don't win the game by throwing knockout punches. Hockey is a sport of goals and defense, not a sport of beating each other up.
Well, I have to say, I think hockey fights, they should remain legal because, I want to say legal, but I think they should not be legal because statistics will show that, these fights could lead these fights could lead to concussions and stuff, and like brain damage. So, and I don't know in other sports. Why should be allowed in hockey? Like think about the damages to their bodies and their minds. What's your take?
I think hockey fights, yes, it could lead to dangerous scenarios, but like the players are choosing that. If you don't want to have brain damage, if you don't want to have a concussion, then don't get in a fight. But all the aggressive hockey players that like fighting, it's part of the game, they enjoy fighting. I think that we should let the players decide, like the league is doing now. If you don't want to get in the fight, then don't get in the fight. But if you want to get in the fight, good for you. Keep fighting and keep entertaining us.
You say if you want to get in a fight, keep fighting. How long do you think is reasonable before the ref pull these players apart and they're both on the ground bleeding and in pain?
I think that the players should decide when to call it.
You think the players should decide when one is dead and the other is mortally wounded and in pain? That's when the fight should end?
No one has ever died from a hockey fight.
Except that's because the refs always pull them apart. If you're petitioning for the refs to let the players decide when it's over, it can go on until one of them is dead.
No one is going to die from a hockey fight. I think that when the players should decide, the league should give the players more control because the players should be able to decide when they want to end the fight and whether they want to get into the fight at all.
Yes, but I think a hockey player could die from a fight because imagine if one really strong player hits them in the back of their head.
Maybe you have a point with that.
So that's our final segment for Pardon the Interruption. Thank you for your time. I'm Teddy Miller with my co-hosts
Josh.
Colby.
Thank you for your time.